My name is Alexis Haynes. I'm a communications major concentrating in PR. It's the one that involved the less math. Yeah, I aced pretty much all of them except for my biology. I got a C, but like I'm not good at science, so I count it as a win.
My name is Victoria Nicholson. I'm a communication major in the PR concentration. That is a wonderful question. I honestly can't give you a full answer, but I'm really glad I did. I really enjoy the department. I've taken 2. They were very difficult, yes. It took me 2 hours each. No comment. I am a performer at the Springer Opera House. I love to travel. I work at a fitness studio. I'm a nanny, and I also work at a dance studio. At the Springer, I've been in Tommy, Little Mermaid, A Chorus Line. I've been in Beauty and the Beast, and I will be in Newsies in this Christmas season. One of the biggest challenges of being a college student is time management. Trying to balance work and school and trying to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. Thank you for this interview.
I'm Emily. My major is communications and I'm a general comm major. I thought it would be the most diverse kind of major. Yes, I took 2 yesterday and I have 1 due today. No, they're all online, so. I'm in Delta Zeta on campus. We have events for our philanthropy, the Starkey Hearing Foundation, and we also work with Girls Inc. and the Painted Turtle Camp. Probably keeping a good schedule. Time management for sure, and like keeping organized is probably the hardest thing I've had to learn since I've been in college.
My name is Zachary Fanger. I'm a communications major and my concentration is integrated media. I chose this major because I was originally doing exercise science and it was pretty hard, so I was kind of looking at something different, and one of my friends said you should have a look at this and it looked pretty interesting. I've taken a criminal justice and German one, but both of the teachers gave me answer keys, so it was pretty straightforward. No, I had the answers, so. I'm on the CSU tennis team, so I've been on the team for about 2.5 years now, so it's been good fun. Probably balancing tennis and in school, like we have training about 4 hours a day, and then so you get pretty tired, so at night you just don't want to do anything, so balancing all that's pretty tough. So I guess this morning, like we had injury prevention, which is about, well, it isn't too bad. It's like 30 minutes of just kind of shoulder stuff, so we don't get injured. And then from 1:30 to about 4 o'clock, we have training down at Cooper Creek, which is, it's an amazing facility. We're pretty lucky to have it. And then we pretty much, if we have cardio on, which is, Tuesday, Thursdays, we'll run before training for about half an hour, which before training gets you pretty tired, so at the end of the day you're pretty much dead, so school, especially like reading, studying sucks at night time, so.
My name is Brantley Jernigan. I am a visual arts major and my concentration is illustration and graphic design. It is probably the only thing that ever made sense to me job-wise. It's something I've enjoyed all my life and might as well make a living out of it. None. This is the first college I've been to in about 6 months because I was in another college called Andrew College. It's a very nice place to be. But after I finished there, I took a whole semester off and started here in the fall just to start fresh and new, and why not, you know? There are going to be some art organizations I'm looking into. There's also some, or I think there was BCM and Chi Alpha. I think that's what it was called. Taking math classes. I'm a horrible math student, so, but you know, sweat and blood went into that thing, and I'm glad that I'm no longer taking any more.
So hi, my name is Kaylin Baker. I tell everyone it's like every kiss begins with K. I am a senior at CSU, where I am studying integrated media and public relations. I chose this major honestly because I didn't know what other major there was for me. I went from early childhood education, which my parents were super excited for because I come from a family of educators. I went to nursing. None of it kind of fit me, honestly. Me and numbers and biology just, it was good in high school, but college level, I can skip it. So communications, I just always had an knack for talking, so why not? I just finished my midterm for public relations, and shout out to my squad goals because we all studied and we all made sure that we could get an A on that, and proud to say I did get an A. Weird about the midterm? That was my first public relations class where you had to learn about companies and people and how they integrate them. I mean, you know, common sense wise, like, okay, if a company does bad, the first thing they should do is, you know, tell the truth, come out, but what are the steps, what's the protocol, what kind of plan can you come up with that helps the company come out and say, oh, we made this mistake, or oh, we have to do this recall. So a lot of it was just terminology, understanding the steps that we were given on how to break down in those kind of situations and piece by piece figure out how to help the company and the public. No, I work and I go to school full time, so whatever downtime I do have, it's in my apartment, either sleeping or hanging out with my roommates.
Where do you work at?
I work at Domino's. I am a manager. I was a driver until my recent car accident, but it's fine, it's fine. I'll just redo that last one. I'm a manager at Domino's and it's a lot of fun, you know. The team I work with is super awesome. We're just, I know it's gonna sound so cliche, but we are just honestly one giant big happy family. We look after each other, and it's just a great place to, great environment to work in. My biggest challenge, academia-wise, would be trying to balance everything between classes and understanding this concept of, you know, college, you're on your own, but you're not really on your own. Like, you have to figure things out on your own, but you really kind of don't have to. So I guess balancing academia and my personal life was one thing, and then just overall just understanding that college is going to take you a minute. Enjoy the ride as much as we all want to get out. Enjoy the ride while it lasts. Absorb as much as you can, because once you are out and you are in the real world, that's when reality sets in. It's just like, all right, now you gotta be a big kid. Good. You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, do you want to do her?
Yeah. My name is Scott Burson. I am a senior communications major with a focus on integrated media.
So why did you choose this major?
Well, I started out as a business major and hated it. I stayed in a business school for 1 year, came back with a minor, and then decided I didn't want to do that anymore. I'd always been good at writing and that kind of stuff, so that's why I decided to switch into communication. I've had 2 midterms so far, and I have taken both of them.
Were they hard?
One of them was not hard. One of them was pretty tough. It was 6 small essays, so it took a while. But It was rough because I was out of town. I was visiting someone in Valdosta, and we were at a coffee shop, and I was like, I'll try this midterm, and then I didn't realize it was that long. So I'm not involved in any organizations anymore. I was editor-in-chief of the Sabre student newspaper for a few years and worked there. I was in charge of pizza at the main campus cafeteria for a while as well. Those were the two main things I did, and they took up a lot of my time, especially the newspaper. But once I got a full-time job this semester, I've really had no time to get involved in student activities anymore. I work at the Ledger-Inquirer.
What do you do there?
I'm a breaking news and real-time reporter. I do kind of a little bit of everything. Yeah, so definitely the hardest thing for me was, like, I think a lot of other people, is balancing time and trying to find things to do. So like I've always had a job in college, so I would work full-time or close to full-time and be running the newspaper and be a full-time student. So that could be rough at times. It wasn't bad sometimes because I like to keep busy, but sometimes it could be pretty rough.
My name is Kamisha Simmons. My major is communications and my concentration is integrated media. Because it was interesting and fun. No, I have not had any midterms. I am taking 4 classes. Not at the moment. The hardest thing I've had to do as a student is to learn how to study. Because I already knew how to study, I just didn't know what worked for me and what would make it stick in my head.
So what do you do to study?
I read it over and over again, and I have to write it down too.
That works for a lot of people.
My name is Joshua Jackson, and I'm a communications major in integrated media. Because I was a theater major, and I was like, dang, I'm gonna be broke if I go through this. And then I said, all right, let's switch it up because you don't need a degree to be an actor. So yeah. Probably like 3 maybe, I think.
Taking any?
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah.
Were they hard?
Oh my gosh, I got destroyed on my Spanish midterm. Like, good, well, I'm not really involved in anything because I mostly be working. Oh, Columbus State University, in university support services. I set up events. You see me in my car whipping and all that jazz. So if you see me, say what up. So like, you know, homecoming's right around the corner. So with that, we have like set up tables and stuff like that, and all the big tents you see around campus and stuff like that. Oh yeah, believe me. You know, the tent don't look like much, but that thing heavy. So far, right now, it's just the fact that it's not like I'm a part-time student or part-time faculty. It's the fact that I'm full-time on both. So there ain't much time to do it. Like on Mondays, I have a class at 6 and I get off at like 4 or 5. So I just go home and I like slam my head on the bed and get like that power nap for a second, and then I just get back in my car and go back out.
All of that.
Yeah. Sleep is like my food now, honestly.
Okay.